Hello, hello, one and all. My name is Mr. Midori, as usual. And today we're going to be playing a game I've had my eye on for a bit, but have had, difficulties actually getting to work properly on stream. Hopefully that will not be happening, but this is Crimesight. It's a competitive detective game that's not Among Us. Hello, Yagya. Thank you for showing up today. Remember when I first started, like way back in the before times of all of a few months ago when I first started looking at this game, you were very excited. Or, well, maybe not very excited, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but when I said I was interested in streaming Crimesight, I remember you said you were interested. Have you played this game before, or have we? Is this just something you're interested in, but haven't, like, actually played for yourself yet? Whatever the case, in the interest of making sure, absolutely certain, we get some content out of this stream, and also so people know what's happening, that also seems maybe kind of important, maybe, let's take a look at the tutorial, just so I'm absolutely certain we're all on the same page. I'm also given to understand that there's been an update recently, so maybe we'll end up running into some stuff that even I don't know. Goodness me, the videos game. So, you're working with me? It appears you have a lot to offer. Aw, do I? Oh, no. You're making me blush. I've been curious to see how replayable it is. Honestly, so have I. Could this potentially be the recurring game I desperately lack between the many long involved titles we're streaming? It's possible. It's also possible I'm wrong. I'm sure you have many questions as to where we are, who I am. After all, this is not your beautiful house, this is not your beautiful wife, so how did you get here? But consider them trivial for now. Gonna need you to help me with some of my plans. Take note of the pawn, Berkeley. I have perceived that they are presents that in the future could alter the natural course of the world. It really doesn't look that important. Our goal is simple. Eliminate Berkeley. Berkeley is the target, intertwined in our devious plots. Agatha will actually be the one to eliminate Berkeley. We already harbor a bit of ill will toward Berkeley. If certain conditions are met, I can nudge Agatha ever closer to carrying out the deed. Agatha is our perpetrator, or so to speak, our villain. Like a spider at the center of her web. Our current course of action is to set up the right conditions for Agatha to eliminate Berkeley. If you wish, I can exert some command over other persons who are here. To start, command Agatha to move to the next room. Click, Agatha. Sure, you seem trustworthy, why not? Click where you want Agatha to move. Maybe we should have her go over and sit on the couch first. I mean, can't go around committing murder on tired legs, you know? It's important to keep in mind that the first step of any murder is to have fun and be yourself. Agatha is not aware of this, but they cannot disobey my commands. Our target, Berkeley, on the other hand, eludes our control. It's quite infuriating. We must take care of this insubordination. Permanently. Now, we must find the appropriate tools to fulfill our objective. You will see a red light in that room. Command Agatha again and move them there. Once there, have them investigate the red lights. Point of interest, weapon. A weapon lies inside of that. What's that over there? Okay. Alright, show me the money. Oh, there was a hammer hidden inside the potted plant. Oh, of course. How could I have been so foolish as to not realize? Splendid. Agatha has obtained a hammer. The perfect weapon for our plan this time. Be patient. Agatha needs to come in contact with Berkeley. Move Agatha into the area with Berkeley. Okay. Oh no, he's doing his stretches. What an embarrassing way to die. Splendid. Simply wonderful. It appears we've hit an obstacle. There must be no witnesses in the same room. That's a fairly important rule when committing a murder. No matter. Kindly escort Catherine out of the room. Perhaps it's time to take things up a notch or two. Up to 2 pawns can now be commanded. Instruct Catherine to leave the room. Go. Sit in this closet and wait your turn. Yes. Yes. Splendid. God, I wish I enjoyed anything as much as British evil people enjoyed being evil. All finished. Move Agatha into the same area as Berkeley to be able to perform the assail command. Up, time to die, Berkeley. Pity we barely met the poor guy. Splendid. Splendid. I'll take it from here. So yeah, gotta check in on the pantry. Agatha is performing an action. Can I produce this or just publish? As far as I am aware, they are the producers. But I did not check that hard. I've only ever seen it listed on the Konami website. Actually, you know, I feel bad saying stuff like that and not verifying. Give me a minute. Site developer. No, this was developed directly by Konami in-house. There are people. Okay, you see here, there's a lot of stuff in this game. I'm not going to go over all of it because that would be really boring and I did it off stream, but just to be absolutely certain. Yep, you can mouse around to use the camera. To sum up, there are 3 things Moriarty needs to kill his target. The target and the victim must be on the same square. The target victim, that's not the proper terminology at all. The culprit and the victim must be on the same exact square in the room. The culprit must be armed, and there must be no witnesses with line of sight on the death square. There must be a wall or a closed door between everyone else on the map and the incident. Or any potential witnesses have to be blind. That's also a thing that can happen. Sherlock, spoiler alert, Moriarty's archenemy is Sherlock, can command more pawns than Moriarty, but if Moriarty and Sherlock give commands to the same pawn, Moriarty's will be the one to be executed. That's important, because not only does it mean that Moriarty can move things more efficiently, more productively, but that if someone gets moved by Moriarty, then they know, oh crap, that person is not the victim, because Moriarty cannot move victims. That's his one great weakness. There's a decent amount going on here. I'll play this tutorial out in full. Within the manor lie various places you may investigate more thoroughly. I don't know what voice to give this face. Right. So there's stuff in the mansion. At the beginning of every map, you will know the location of like 1, 2, or 3, a very small amount of green spots. Green spots are guaranteed to contain food. That's their gimmick, it's always what they've got. That's fairly important, because food is what people eat. Aha, Agatha has found some food. I believe the crime shall occur within 3 days. Or better put, should we survive the next 3 days, we shall have prevented a murder. Let me think of it. I don't know if I've really specified this yet. So, a lot of people, myself included, the first time I brought this game up, compare this game to Among Us just because they're obnoxious and don't know how to talk about anything else, and also this is a hidden role game, but it's not really an apt comparison. This game is not about solving murders, it's about preventing them. As we've seen, Moriarty has one target they need to kill, and if they succeed in killing them, that is game over for Sherlock. Even if you know who done it, you can't bring back the dead. But whatever the case may be, food is eaten. If you don't eat food, you get hungry. I hope you knew all that already. Hungry units suffer progressively worse and worse movement penalties. This means that victims cannot run away from criminals, and witnesses cannot run in to intervene. This is important because it gives Sherlock's a good reason to investigate and risk giving people who could potentially be the culprit weapons. As shown here, the two other than Agatha are hungry and thus suffer a movement penalty of 1. Ailing pawns will move down in the turn order based on their condition. For the target to suffer so, escaping the villain would be difficult. Hello, Nia. We're talking to sexy anime boy Sherlock about why people die if they don't eat. Pawns suffering from 2 or more ailments, such as hunger and injury, become critical, which also results in impaired vision. Critical pawns suffer more restricted movement and heavily impaired vision. Pawns with impaired vision cannot prevent the villain's crime. Those with impaired vision from being in critical condition will deem the villain not present in that room. This means, of course, pawns with impaired vision cannot prevent the villain from committing murder. Monitoring the condition of pawns in play is crucial. One more thing. Moriarty knows the location of all weapons and food. Remember, we may have control of some pieces, but the board is his. An ailing pawn does tell us one thing. they're unlikely to be the villain. Of course, unlikely does not mean impossible. Never forget Moriarty's wiliness. Alright, here's the important bit. So knowing what we know, how exactly do we make deductions to stop Moriarty from shanking his victim in the kidneys? And what of my role? I shall provide you with information on probabilities. I only hope my analysis leads us to unmasking the villain. But note well, my ability to extrapolate near-future probabilities is limited. That is to say, whether the villain is within 3 areas of the target is the most I can deduce. Unfortunately, in such a situation, I will be unable to determine who is the villain and who is the target. I may, however, be able to swiftly identify both the villain and the target, should I rule out all other possible scenarios and deduce the identities from there. However, deductions may only come from data, at least 1 day's worth to be precise. Sherlock will make his deductions at the end of every day. As it happens, I've just now completed one such analysis. Extreme hacking! Let us look at this scenario. The villain is not within 3 areas of the targets. Let us examine Agatha more closely, shall we? From Agatha's point of view, Berkeley and Catherine, both within 3 areas. If we assume Agatha is the target, then that would contradict our theory that the villain is not within 3 areas. It naturally follows then that at least as far as Agatha is concerned, neither Berkeley nor Catherine are the villain. Now then, let's view the situation assuming Berkeley is the target. As mentioned before, from Berkeley's perspective, Agatha is not the villain, as she is located within 3 areas. However, the prediction that the target is not within 3 areas of the villain does not rule out Catherine as a suspect. Meaning, if Berkeley is the target, then Catherine may be the villain. Yes, it also holds true. If Catherine is the target, then Berkeley could very well be the villain. I know all of this sounds very complicated, but don't worry, it is practically not, for reasons I will go into in a minute. Additionally, there are only 3 pawns present, Agatha and 2 others. This means the likelihood of her being the villain to either of the other 2 is now 0. This leads me to conclude that Agatha cannot be the villain. Additionally, in this case, there's no one present who might be Agatha's would-be murderer. From this, we can conclude that Agatha is not the target, which leaves us with Berkeley and Catherine. One the villain, one the target. As the situation stands, should Berkeley and Catherine occupy the same area? Sherlock just talks a lot as usual. Hey, you know, great detectives love to hear themselves talk. Believe me, I've learned to appreciate that over the years. Moriarty's victory is a foregone conclusion. This is the game you must play, one which you will undoubtedly master in time. Hey, don't count on it, Shirley. You review the results of your deductions by placing your cursor on a pawn icon on the other right. This is what I was referring to when I said that even though the deductions sound complicated, they generally aren't. Sherlock will do all the deducing, the actual logical conclusions part of the game automatically, and just save all of the records forever. Your only real goal is to maneuver the pieces in such a way that Sherlock can make as many deductions as possible. What you will see is who possible villains are for that character should they be assumed targets. Where we situate each pawn until daybreak will greatly improve our chances of success. Additionally, pressing the tab key, or middle clicking, will display how all of the likely villains are connected. This is very useful visually. If you're a visual learner, do this frequently. It is the most concrete piece of advice I have at this level of gameplay. Jolly good. Jolly good, old chap, I should say it shows Becker and Catherine are both potential villains targeting the other. Governor? What? I'm sorry, I'll stop now. Additionally, hover your character over a character, then press the tab key. You will view all potential killers for that character. Good show. See, I chose Catherine. So we've established. Now here's the important bit, and the reason I couldn't play this last time I tried. This is a multiplayer-only game. It's always online, there's no single-player mode, you're gonna have to play with others. Lastly, we may need to call upon the services of our allies. At times, combining our talents with other investigators will be necessary. Should two or more investigators not working with Moriarty command the same pawn, alas, luck will decide whose command will be followed. When the scope is limited, I recommend closer communication between fellow investigators. As you see, our man Lestrade is investigating Agatha now. Okay, chat, I'm curious. Do you pronounce it Lestrade or Lestrade? I kinda go back and forth depending on what direction my vocal cords happen to be twisted at the moment the words come out. I don't really know enough French to give an actual informed answer. Alright, so this is how we communicate with others. Right-click the person you want to talk about to bring up this menu. You can see a bunch of different stuff, but we're in the tutorial, so the game is going to tell us we can only say, I'm going to command this person. Lestrade gets it. Good. The other investigators know that you are to control Berkeley. Do not feel obliged to follow your allies' plans, but teamwork is key. You may reply to an ally's instructions with an agree or disagree. To do so, select the option to the left or right of the ally's communication. What is this game about? Looks interesting. This is a hidden role game. I have cramps. Oh god, are they, are they cramps or are they, you know, cramps? Because none of those are a good option, but... Anyway, Ivory, hello! Welcome to the chat room. This is a hidden role game where you try to prevent murders by using Sherlock's ability to deduce things. Girl monthly cramps. Oh god, I'm so sorry. That's the most impressive looking hidden role game I've ever seen. Yeah, I get it, Shirley. Yeah, the production values are certainly through the roof. This is not an indie game like Among Us or Duck Duck Goose. This was made by Konami. Okay, here's the money. Now, I must insist that you listen to my next point very carefully. Moriarty has an accomplice, disguised as a fellow investigator. Meaning he will be privy to all communications between you. I highly recommend you block any individuals you suspect of collusion. The block button is self-care, Watson. Blocking an investigator will prevent them from seeing your communications. I need not remind you that doing so to an ally would be disastrous. Okay, so to review for Ivory, because we've just come in. Everyone in-game is playing the role of either Sherlock or Moriarty. Sherlock's goal is to prevent Moriarty from committing any murders in the first place. Well, Moriarty's goal is to pick their specific designated culprits, get them a weapon, then get them alone with the designated victim. If they commit the murder, they win, even if it's really obvious who done it. If they do not manage to commit the murder, they fail. There are also roles of Irene, an AI derivative of Moriarty designed to impede your investigation. Moriarty and Irene know who each other are. Irene knows who the villain is and who they are targeting. Irene's ability to command pawns is not as advanced as Moriarty's, but unlike him, she is capable of remaining hidden. In order to put it more plainly, should Irene and I compete for control, I will be unable to detect when Irene has wrested control from someone. Much like a conflict between investigators, the results of a competition between me and Irene would be most unfortunate. However, she does not have access to a sail, she cannot sabotage. Didn't know that was a feature. 1 second gameplay. Additionally, not unlike Moriarty, Irene has no power over the target. We should be able to monitor her behavior and use it to glean valuable clues about the target. And recently added, weirdly Chad-like Watson is my faithful assistant AI in our eternal battle to stop Moriarty and Irene. Though his detective skills are lacking in comparison to mine own, his ability to analyze a crime scene is peerless. Watson is able to uncover information on the location of food inside the simulation. Our superior ability to gather clues is our greatest ally against the cunning Moriarty. He's a faithful companion and renowned author. Watson shall prove to be a great source of valuable observations. The importance of notes lies not in the paper in which they are written. This is new to me, excuse me. But the information held within. The locations of POIs. A note reveals the location of a point of interest and whether that location houses a weapon or food. With so much about our cases shrouded in darkness, one cannot afford to pass up such valuable intelligence. Is this game actually PvP? This game is only PvP, Ivory. I am going through the tutorial right now to explain things, but this game does not possess any form of single-player mode. There's always 2 people on opposite sides. Sometimes more, but that is the minimum. Right. And lastly, some simulated crime scenes contain outdoor areas. This courtyard is one such area. If these outdoor areas do not become dark when a fuse box is broken, your vision will not become impaired. I'm like having 2 personalities right now. Well, are either of them murderers? Because if that's the case, you're doing pretty good for you. Because if that's not the case, you're doing pretty good for yourself. Alright, vision will not be impaired. Should Moriarty break a fuse box, you'd do well to prevent a murder by heading into a lit area. Okay, that took longer than I would have preferred, but I guess it's okay. I do not care who we get in, I just want to show off the game already. Yeah. Thank you for the redeem noodle. Alright, where are we starting? Larson Gardens. And I'm the culprit, oh ho ho. Alright, we want to get Agatha to kill Dorothy. Which means we don't want people to suspect Agatha. Few days, my blood sugars drop. Yep. See, it's funny because he's fat. Anyway, it's the morning of the first day. I am Moriarty, criminal mastermind AI, manipulator. Sure, okay. Goes to destroy Dorothy. Our victim is trapped here alongside everyone else. I can command 2 pawns. We cannot control Dorothy, so we cannot force our victim here to walk into death. But everyone else is fair game, and there's not really anything the boy can do to stop it. So Sherlock will deduce when the villain is within 3 areas of the target at the end of every 3 turns. And we also need to make sure our people stay fed. I know the locations of all food and weaponry in the house. I sit motionless like a spider in the center. Let's be polite. Alright, it would be too obvious if we grabbed Agatha first thing out of the starting gate. So let's have our 2 people here snatch some food. Every bit of food we take is a bit of food Dorothy could potentially not get. Agatha will walk over here and not particularly do anything. Alright. Fuse box count goes up by 1. Damn, he's done something to the fuse box to prevent our sabotaging it. Can no longer cut off. Well played, Holmes. Oh dear, Sherlock, why bother? So because Sherlock knows that we seized Catherine from him, and because Sherlock knows that Catherine cannot possibly be... medicine. Might need this later. Right now, Dorothy has tuckered herself out by running away from us, so... Excellent. This will serve my nourishment needs perfectly. I don't remember if I finished the sentence. Sherlock knows that Catherine isn't the culprit because I couldn't have controlled... isn't the victim because I couldn't have controlled her if she were. So now that Sherlock knows... I can maybe fuck with his head just a little bit. Probably bad to let Agatha go without food. Give Silver a chance to think their way out of my devious trap. If I were really feeling... Alright, they're cutting that down pretty quickly. But you know what? I'll be fine. Do they think Burke's... That everyone is properly befooded. adze could really serve someone. What's an adze? Ah, clever, you're breaking up our team quite efficiently, my good sir. At least everyone will be eating well tonight. Alright, day 3. Here's the important bit. We want to minimize the amount of deductions Sherlock can make based off of who is within. Alright, so 1, 2. And we can't bring Ellery within 3 no matter what. We could get Agatha within, which would make our options Berkeley, Catherine, and Agatha. And Dorothy, since he doesn't know. It's maybe theoretically possible if we used good old Kathy, or good old Freeman. Yes, thank you. Ah, but it would be extremely suspicious. Oh well, this shouldn't restrict anything either way, so... No, seriously, what's an adze? Is this a lead-up for a D's Nuts joke? Because that's what's happening here. Characters can only carry one of each type of thing. Okay. Getting everyone very far away from Dorothy. And whatever this is, it probably isn't going to ruin me, I guess, so that's good. A new day is upon us. Sherlock is closing in as we speak. With the power of extreme hacking, I can tell whether people are standing close to each other. That didn't cut out that much. Agatha and Dorothy aren't close to each other. I can already guess what he will have deduced. Anyone could be targeting Berkeley. Anyone could be targeting Dorothy. Anyone could be targeting Ellery, really. Berkeley, Catherine, and Dorothy are targeting Ellery. So now that we know this much... all is going according to plan, and Sherlock has not a scent of it. As far as he knows, the target's real identity could be Dorothy Ellery of Freeman. Right, Agatha is armed. Dorothy's getting a bit peckish, it looks. If we minimize the amount of movement we get out of non-character pieces, or, like, you know, still potentially suspicious pieces, that will prevent Sherlock from deducing exactly what our game is just yet. It is leaving a bit up to luck, but... suppose as long as we are trusting... Well, we still have a few days left, anything's possible. Dorothy still hasn't been eaten lately. That's less than ideal for her. Which by extension means that it's quite good for me. Agatha is also, as we've seen, at the very top. Oh god, Eller's got the thinker. If he were the culprit, he'd be invincible right now. It's got more blood on its hands than Jack the Ripper at this point. Freeman's just off doing his own thing. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that Silver hasn't really figured out anything related to... I would like to stop him from making any further deductions, if at all possible. You already have food. You already have food. You don't have a weapon, though. Maybe if I make him grab a weapon... Maybe if I make him grab a weapon, that's an inefficient way to lay that out. It could be a bit more suspicious. I think Catherine might be a lost cause, though. Now, Freeman, what's your story? Oh, he doesn't have any food. That would be absolutely tragic. Can't let him starve before we manage to stop him. After all, we need a witness to our terrible crimes, don't we? Sure, I can enter to take command of Burke. Oh, he did the exact same thing I was gonna do anyway. That's obnoxious. This ammo could hurt someone, better take it with me. And you two have just willingly walked into a potential murder scenario. And I suppose they already know it's, you know, safe, so... Alright, Dorothy has once again grabbed a fuse box, and oh dear. When in doubt, pretend you know what you're doing. Yeah, Freeman's basically off the board at this point. But the deuce, only a fool would leave this antler lying around. Seriously, what the hell even is that? Why do you just have a singular antler? Alright, so next turn will be the game to make our move. 1, 2, 3. As long as we stay... Weapon, food. There isn't really anything around here. Well, now that they know, there's not really anything stopping us. How exactly do you make a fuse box tamper-proof? Okay, I'm trying to play, like, you know, subtlety here, but I guess I'm a bit too good at it. Catherine finds a note. Why would someone leave that food there? I mean, it looks an awful lot like a pantry. Putting food in the pantry seems fairly self-explanatory if you ask me. Oh, you're gonna eat. Which means you can run around all the livelong day. Hillary is performing an action. Frame's just kind of running around doing his own thing. Keeping himself fed. Excellent. To serve my nourishment needs perfectly. Also, sometimes this will happen. What the bloody hell is going on around here? Yeah, sometimes dogs will just break through the windows and attack people. I don't know either. Alright, Sherlock has learned exactly one thing. We're still in business, baby. And they've got some silverware, but really, are they eating, though? Dog attacks anyone at random, anyone in the vicinity. So keep it the hell away from Agatha. Don't really know what else to do at this point. Why Sakati, welcome to the stream. It's been a while since I've played Crimesight. I was gonna play it last night, but I've fallen asleep. Yeah, same here to be honest. I've not played this since before the update that introduced the Watson. Watson and his bizarrely square jaw. Oh, I don't know if I can make it there in 2 turns. I might have played this a bit too safe. How do you feel about the Watson dish for the 2v2 mode? I have not played it, don't have first-hand experience yet, but I like the idea of it. Oh, you poor bastard. Everyone here knows you have nothing to do with the case, so no one's gonna care enough to save you. Just gonna... Yeah. Let us bathe in our foes' tears of misfortune. God, he's just so happy to be evil. Oh, now there's a gas leak. Okay. I guess I'd appreciate it. I don't really have anything left but to, just go for the charge. Anyway, as I was saying, I always felt from my few previous plays that the gameplay was always very, like, sort of biased towards Moriarty, because all he's got to do is move one piece over, and, you know, get good old Shirley out the way. So I do appreciate that they're putting something responsible for giving Sherlock a bit more, know-how to know how to do. Man, I wish I enjoyed anything as much as Silver enjoyed just bonking that dog on the nose. Don't worry, he's fine. He's fine. Oh my god, you are so far away. This layout is so confusing. There's 1, 2, 3. No. I don't really have any other plan. There's no... We can't get up... We can't, sneak up through the long way because... Failing to commit murder is not considered by the game to be a victory, no matter what happens. Even if you manage to, beat the stage but hide whodunit, that's considered to be a draw. So ideally, I would like to be able to actually get in there. Yeah, but there's just flatly, no route in. And what was your... Did you think Freeman was something? What are you even going for? I'm not sure what Silver thought was about to happen, but this might give us away. Alright, rescue in one turn. Right, I guess... Where could... Hypothetically speaking, where could you go? That's not a door... That's a door... So the only place you could potentially go from here is out that way. We'll just have to run with it. Kathy, I'm gonna be real with you, I forgot you're even in this game. This trophy is safe lying here, let me put it somewhere else. Yeah, too bad for... Okay, secret passage, I wonder where it goes. Okay, we didn't manage to get the kill. A dastardly detective has foiled my plans. Let us see if Sherlock has it in him to devour our devious plots. The fool is still in the dark. Feed him false intel, lead him to the wrong conclusion. Obviously, it's Freeman. I spent such a long time trying to keep him a secret after all. Damn it. Give me away. Yep, God forbid we didn't do some sort of extremely extra. I don't... Well, at least we know there's someone else online. Alright, so this time we have more than 2 players, which means there's actual, like, hidden roles among the players as well as the characters, because we don't know who Moriarty is. I mean, I do, obviously. Anyway, as I was saying, you can tell that the game is hideously... I'm down to join a lobby. I'll keep that in mind, Wise, thank you. You can tell how hideously underpopulated this game is because I'm only level 6 and they're putting me in with players in their 30s and 60s. Alright, I got 2 pawns. You take Berkeley. I'll take Catherine. And just make absolutely certain. That was such a crowded room, I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure what anyone was doing at any given moment. Got the medicine. Yeah, having more than 2 players not doing directly 1v1 is a very different game dynamic because you have people actually strolling around on their own time. It is a bit difficult to pull off a Moriarty victory when everyone is just constantly collaborating with the express purpose of making sure. Oh, and Waisakari, thank you for the channel. Thank you for the follow of the channel. I'm certainly suspicious enough to warrant it. Alright, it seems like everyone's kind of filtering. Kathy's got food, Freeman's got a knife. Yeah, I got it, boss. Can't command Berkeley. If you insist. I've already got Freeman. Give me something to work with here. I'm from Adachi. Everybody who meets me compares me to a different, like, detective. And I'm curious as to the reasoning behind, like, who says what when. Some people compare me to Adachi, some people compare me to, Sherlock himself. Trunk once compared me to Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, which was a very unique phenomenon. Not sure how I felt about that. I'll keep everybody eating into house and home. I feel like everybody's probably already decided that they know I'm the culprit now. But you know what? That doesn't tell them shit. You wonder... Gallery's all the way up. No. Would they ever make it that easy on me? Do I dare to dream? Okay, so if I'd just sacked up and gone for it, that would have gone off. Or, no, it probably wouldn't have, because Freeman is the absolute end of the action queue, even without... Alright, this shouldn't tell him all that much useful. Even is Agatha. I will command. Alright, what do I want them to think? What do I actually think? I'm not used to needing this much I'm not used to being asked to think quickly about these sorts of things. Everybody is standing directly on top of the guy like this, so... Let's not move him in here. Freeman, you don't have any food. Damn it, I want you to go over here. All the pieces are sliding across the board. You know, the traditional Larson Gardens tear gas spray. It's one in every counter. You know, right next to all the, loose antlers. Wow, brilliant deduction, Silver. It sounds my trouble clicking the characters, I just click the portraits in the upper row. Yeah, I mean, that's... Got it. Got it. And... Yes, okay. I want to hit that fuse box, but I don't know who would make the best. I mean, not that it really matters. We could always go for it. I don't think Agatha can reach, in there in time. If Berkeley leaves that room... I mean, that's what I'm hitting the fuse box for. Yes, the time has come. Somebody knocks over the fuse box before we get there. God damn it, then putting Agatha directly on him means that... Yep, they got her in time. God damn it. Get out of there. And who else? Need to move. I think I've got it. Freeman's been exposed, so he's going to make the rush automatically. Ellery I've disposed of. Agatha I've disposed of. Catherine and Dorothy, 1, 2, are too far away. The mansion is dark. So nobody will be able to see even if I put them in the same room. But if Dorothy is able to move to that exact square, even though they discussed not doing that... God damn it. Why? How the hell did... Yeah, why are you even there? You can go there, man. I was under the impression you would handle that automatically. If there's one, like, really major complaint about this game, and to be clear, I have several, it's that the production values are nice, but that does come off with the downside of, you know, every fucking minor action takes 5 goddamn minutes because you have to watch them walk every single piece through the gate, through the area, and then play every single... No, shut up. Fucking 61. Good God. How does any... I never hear anyone say anything about this game. How is anyone at this game above level, like, 5? Dramatic music plays as character moves towards the nearest sandwich at snail's pace. Yeah, I know. It's busier on weekends and during JST. I've tried playing this on weekends, like, at that exact time, and I've got, like, literally nothing. Like I was telling Yagya the other day, there was a Stop giving me Moriarty! He's apparently unplayable. Shut up. Alright, who am I even... Alright, Berkeley's our target. Dorothy's our target, Berkeley's our criminal. Got it. Grab Berkeley. Move him here. Have him search this food. Alright, you salty Susans, you want to play it like that? I really wish this game was more lively, but there's just too much thinking involved. People just want Among Us instead of Clue plus chess. I mean, to be fair, I don't think this game is, like, fantastic. Like, it looks great, you know, I'm glad there's any sort of puzzle game, mystery-themed game that's, you know, getting this much attention from a major studio, but I don't think the balance is great. I don't think the, you know, inter-character communication is fantastic. Like, I think the menus are a bit cumbersome. I'm also incredibly bitter about the fact that I never win, in case you haven't guessed. Did that tell us anything? Really? Really, Professor? Stood. Command Ellery again, but I will actually... You have food already. And do I want to command Berkeley? And Freeman, let's get you closer in. We do some searching. Oh, you're just gonna go right over there. Berkeley's got the tear gas. Only 2 down. Dodo's not going to be starving anytime soon. Ellery will just scrub her clean across the room. And a note. A weapon. A weapon. A hammer lies inside the dining table. Absolutely fascinating. God, Freeman's such a trustful brat. Yeah, sure. I'll command who would be. Sophie, you say that to everything I say. What I actually want is... What's three... I can't check what's within 3 squares of you. Got it. And sure, tucker you out a bit. This might screw us, but trying to play this game logically with more than one enemy is, a recipe for disaster to begin with. There really isn't anything you can... Okay... Okay, that should still be within what I want, unless Dorothy moves north. Or that's also a problem. At the very least, we still have LRA. Freedom obtained to food. New days upon us. Okay, this is gonna give away quite a bit. This is extremely unfortunate. Three, 2, 3. No. Excuse me. Which means... something other than a weapon. Jesus Christ, where are all the weapons? Now if I move him away... Grab yourself a weapon, and... You aren't armed, so for completion's sake... I'll also grab you a weapon. I don't want to run the timer down too far. The more people who are armed, the less they'll know. This blade could add someone. Better take it with me. Hang on to this hammer. Well, Kathy, good news for you. Because there is, in fact, something to eat in this mansion. don't understand. Is there a gas leak in here? Right, nobody... Darn it, I can't get anyone. I'll command Freeman. Now you both can hash that out among yourselves. Berkeley, I trust to figure that shit out on his own. Until then, I'm going to move you up this direction. Just to be safe, I'll say I'll command Berkeley and Ellery. It's not in any immediate danger of starving. Just step Berkeley away just in case. Darn. The gas disintegrated immediately. Catherine's about to start starving. Right, everybody seems to find me the most suspicious person here, so I guess... Get Catherine within... And just because it bothers me that he's sticking around. If I'm very lucky, we could wind up double bluffing. And then after that, they'll accuse me. Someone else will try to move Berkeley. No, that didn't happen. All we know is that he's getting himself some food. Setting up a defensive perimeter behind herself. Throwing Freeman directly into that cloud. Secret passage. I found something here. Oh dear, Sherlock, why bother? Oh, hey, more dogs. Alright, Shirley, show me what you know. Chuck has completed his analysis on yesterday's data. He'll be sharing it now. Yeah, I can just press a button. Mo, I know what's what. Professor. This cloud of smog does give us an ideal circumstance to run some people directly into these clouds. I guess we'll have to go with it. Heck, if I can just go. Violence against animals is hilarious. Truly, the Hound of the Baskervilles is the greatest villain anyone has ever known. Dorothy will now step out towards us. You fools. Don't breathe too hard. Alright, game, yeah, I know. Right, Freeman can only move one square this turn. But just to be absolutely certain. Is this GG? God, I hope so. What's the point of even pretending? We're gonna expose ourselves anyway. Right, yeah, everyone knows it's me. The fact that they aren't telling me. It's now currently 5:34 AM, I'm not sleeping. That's nice. Sleep is, as we all know, for the weak. F for sleep, but probably not F for... Here's a happy bonk. What, pray tell, is a happy bonk? Oh, this is bad. There's 3 people they could move onto that square, and I only have 2 pawn moves. Thanks for the hydrate, because I'm pretty sure I'm about to scream myself hoarse. Guess I'll just have to guess. I say I have to guess as though they aren't obviously, like, you know, collaborating. Agatha's gonna go over there. What Agatha does not matter. And Dorothy's gonna go to the single most obvious place. I did the hydrate, by the way. Are you all proud of me? And where's Freeman even going to go? Yep. Why? What are you even doing there? Yeah, if there's... I feel like once you are... like, there's really no good way to use the assail command without, you know, giving away who your culprit is. Because, like, if you weren't already... dear God, the delay on that thing is unbearable. Basically the only way... Alright, you know what? Change of plans. This time I'm going to completely forget about, like, any attempt at discretion and just try to put the person... just try to put whoever our culprit winds up being on the same square as the victim as soon as possible. And goddamn trying to keep him a secret. And if that works in a hidden role game, that's bad, you know? Oh wait, never mind. We're not playing as Moriarty. I genuinely forgot that's a thing that can happen. Introducing V221Bs, heavy snowfall. Isolated and low on supplies. Catherine. Shut up! Shut up! God damn it, I know how to play this stupid freaking game. Oh god, I already forget who else I said I was going to control. Meets, did you break the toaster again? What do you mean again? Oh no, fuse box master one. Yep. Do not allow yourself to be caught unawares. Right, is it too early to declare Ellery the culprit? As if it were me playing, I would absolutely pick up the knife as a bluff this early in the game. On the other hand, these players are all much higher level than me. What do I want to do with... Right. What is the game you're trying to convey right now? Why can I not disable the fuse box? Just in case. Agatha's performing an action. I have knife, give me knife. Nia, there appears to be a contradiction in your statement. Catherine has stumbled upon some tear gas spray. If we were able to deduce who the villain was, we could use the gas to hinder them. Whoever our culprit was, they seemed very determined to move Ellery around a lot. Very clumsily, I must say. I know a red herring when I see one. Freeman obtained food. Yep. Right, anyone else? Everyone seems to be on the same page. This antique statue might hurt someone. I better take it with me. For Berkeley, no one really cares if he lives or dies. Yeah, we've got a lot of feelings. Folks put blood in their wharf to death with a golf trophy. Alright, I don't know what exactly purpose that served. Wanted to get them food, and they get to the food. You're looking Freeman away from the rest of the group. Not sure what they've accomplished. Alright, so these two are alone together, and they are armed, but they haven't killed each other, which means it's safe. Ellery has shown no ill intent towards Berkeley. Thus, if Ellery is our villain, then Berkeley cannot be the target. Maybe that the solution of one may prove to be the solution of the other. But I must apologize for making you wait. My thorough analysis is now complete. Alright, what do we got? The villain is within 3 areas of the target, which tells us the following. No one is targeting Dorothy. Alright, yeah. Pawns one out. Eat. Got it. Be certain Dorothy was just under Moriarty's control. If we wanted to play defensively, we could just move these two. Away from... you know, potential death. See what happens from there. If we force the players to chase us, that could give away who needs to do chasing. And Dorothy's still following us, though. Freeman got some peels here. Medicine can be used to cure ailments. Of course, medicine cannot cure an empty stomach. Alright, I didn't think that was going to be a problem. Dorothy is so still intent. If Dorothy is our villain, then Agatha cannot be the target. That's a deeply unfortunate positioning. It's entirely possible that both of you are targeting... Well, it's not at all possible that both of you, but it's possible that neither of you are targeting. Got it. That fuse box is already shut down. It really does seem like everyone's been dealt with, so... I guess we'll just have to have a little faith in the heart of the cards. Freeman is just off in that corner, doing nothing to draw attention to himself. Not sure what I want at this point. Well, I mean, I know what I want. Catherine is the most precariously placed person here. By a significant margin. Oh, you're mistrustful. Oh, the good news is no one's dead yet. The bad news is we still haven't been told anything. God, it's impossible to coordinate with other players in this game. Just get you away from... the rest of the area. They'll readily own up to barely understanding what the hell is going on at any given moment in this game. Let's go into a large room with witnesses and wait for the stage to end. That didn't make any sense whatsoever. We aren't, as the game has so helpfully reminded us, beholden to our enemy's plans, so just in case, because one of these two is the culprit, so whatever happens, we can make sure there's at least one safe witness sitting here. Medicine I could use there. She's like grabbing pills. Oh, god damn it. Oh, good job, Egypt. Seems our foe has made a gross misstep. Now we know for certain Ellery did conspire to commit murder. I must stop Ellery at all costs. Until then, do whatever you can to survive. As long as we've got 2 witnesses, we should be kosher. I hope. I really hope. Staying in the room. Yep, you sure showed them. Yeah, this isn't particularly well balanced as a 1 versus many game. All you need is 1 witness and you have 3 players capable of putting them down, so... The Crimesight Times, file number 9, case 5, Colonel Lysander Stark's house. Murderous plot foiled, villain identified. Alright, we did in fact get a level up. Okay, I kinda wanna like say I want something else interesting, but I'm not sure there's anyone else online right now, so I guess... we'll just have to keep playing with these guys. I'm talking like I'm bitter, but honestly I'm mostly just really relieved we even got a game. Because when I played this off stream, like, you know, in preparation, I would be sitting there for literally over an hour a session between games. But here we find ourselves at the scene of a potential crime. Remember, collaboration is key. Trust is often the bedfellow of regret. The game is afoot. Alright. Everyone could go after anyone. At this stage, it's anyone's game. At this stage, it doesn't matter, so... I'm gonna do what we call a pro gamer move. Gonna say I'm gonna control those two, but I'm actually going to control these two. And just to make sure, I will grab food. Because you can't kill people with food. At least not without effort. Alright, Agatha immediately ignored all the food in the room to grab a secret passage. Okay. Fascinating, Captain. Berkeley immediately tuckered himself out. Is that them hobbling a potential... let's say at this point. I want to jump in and start making deductions just immediately out of the starting gate, but there is absolutely nothing to work with here. Alright, Ellery isn't the target, that's good to know. Not sure why Professor M wanted him all the way over there. Afternoon of day 1, rescue with 9 turns. Silver 1906 may have given instructions to Agatha and Dorothy. Berkeley and Ellery are showing signs of fatigue and can only move to this turn. I want to move around in a way that will get us more out of Sherlock's proximity detector. Let's see what's under the couch. And just in case, I'm gonna move you over here and not have you search anything. Right, yes, if we get everyone away from each other when Sherlock's alert goes off, then it will actually tell us things. I found a dirty old pill bottle under the couch. That doesn't tell us anything suspicious. Good old knife under the couch trick. I should have known. Doesn't look too healthy, but beggars can't be choosers. So for some reason, Moriarty's really concerned about doing something with Ellery. What it is, I'm not sure. Also grabbed Freeman. So Freeman could be targeting. Is all the way up there. If she sprints, there's no way I can get her within 3 squares of anyone, really. Give us something to work with here. Someone else has already taken Catherine. I don't really have any other plans. Go up 1. Collect that trophy. Why are you moving people towards each other? I wanna... That was so strange. I'm fairly certain it was Culprit again. I can't tell if Moriarty wants to make us think Ellery isn't involved really clumsily, or if he's trying an extremely low-quality long game like what I did earlier. Anything's possible. Alright, Shirley, give us something to work with. That's less than I would have preferred. So, all the potential culprits are very far away from each other. See no evidence Moriarty overrode my command last turn. Gotcha. Freeman could be after anyone. You know what? I'm going to command Ellery. Just to see if he blinks. Having said that, I'm not going to do that, actually. I want to see what the culprit does in response. And make sure everybody stays fed. A happy house and home. secret passageway has been revealed. But the culprit's still moving Freeman around a lot. I keep thinking of what things I could do if I trusted anyone else here to follow my ideas. Ah, Berkeley, you poor bastard, you can't find any food whatsoever. They took his only food. Now he's gonna oh god. Got it. Right. A secret passage disguised by well-placed furniture. I actually do really like games that, feature that sort of... it's like descriptive text as UI. I don't know, I like reading. I like having stuff thrown in front of me and then making it say words. You all probably know that. After talking to me for 5 minutes. Oh, if we stay the current course, we're never going... You know what? I have no plans. Part of the cards. Let's see what happens. Moriarty clearly has investment in seeing Catherine strangled. You know, I too like to write down the names and locations of foods I keep in my own homes. It is one of my favorite leisure activities. Well, that isn't food. In fact, I don't even think it's edible. Oh, wow. Hey chat, did you all know that not being able to breathe is, like, scientifically speaking, the most horrible? Just to make absolutely certain. Like, even people who've had the fear center of their brain just completely destroyed by... I don't know, assorted brain damage. Still feel fear if they can't breathe. Like, the most horrible, like, severe form of fear anyone can possibly experience. It's the deepest, most primal unpleasantness a human could possibly feel. What? What, you think her pockets have enough room in them for 2 things of tear gas spray? What do you think she is, a millionaire? Alright, Ellery's in no danger of starving. I've chanced upon some food, it seems. I think I see where the others are coming from, but if she is the target... then who's the one he's planning to have kill her? nobody anywhere near her is carrying a knife. I must apologize for waking you late. My thorough analysis is now complete. For all it's shown us. The villain is still not within 3 A's of the target, which means there's no way she could possibly actually get herself killed. Thus, the pawns which served Moriarty were in fact Ellery and Freeman. Alright, if Agatha is the target, literally anyone could be targeting her, so that doesn't tell us anything. I would like, if at all possible, to walk you away. Berkeley is currently in the process of starving to death. He'll be fine, he's got backup. Ellery, unlike Freeman, is currently packing. Okay, Freeman is now armed. There isn't really any way we can... move any of them back into... Oh, and now there's dogs. Woof, woof, woof. I've had my fill of fiendish hounds. I kinda want to get Dorothy up and over there. Because if the culprit's just gonna grab both Ellery and Freeman every turn, there's not really a whole lot I can do about that. It'd only be polite to do some medicine, since I'm pretty sure that's not... Anyway, here's a secret passage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, what are you doing? now here come the dogs. The dogs can, in fact, open doors. Who are you pointing at? I got about for now, hunger penalties and all that. Yeah, don't let yourself go critical. You will, in fact, go blind. Thank you for showing up, Yagya. Haven't seen you in a while. It was nice to just chat again. Your crime sesh goes. Hey, it's not my crime sesh, Yagya. It is a crime sesh that I just so happen to be slightly adjacent to. Just to make him show his hand again. Alright, I'm not 100% sure what your game is. Oh, so it's not so an adze is just a little hand axe. I see how it is. Be strong, Berkeley, be strong! There are intangible wolves prowling around, but never ye mind. Oh no, her hand. Oh, we're losing people very quickly, and it isn't even the culprit's fault this time. Alright, Shirley, you don't have anything for me, I already know it. Hillary and Catherine were just under Moriarty's control. Movement's been random enough that it could be anyone. Alright, who is still alive, active, and able-bodied? Agatha's definitely not the target. Freeman is definitely not the target. Ellery is definitely not the target. If they go after Agatha, I'm gonna wind up looking very silly, but never ye mind. A fuse box count +1. Eller's going that away. Yeah, what's this blade doing here? I don't think I need another one. Man, starving, staggering around, currently suffering from dog attacks. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. And the dog is also going to pick on someone else just to add injury to insult. God, he's hamming it up so hard. Good news is we stopped the plan. The game is won. Moriarty's devious plot has been foiled. For the time being. We foiled Moriarty's plot to kill, and as such, we have no doubt avoided a most disastrous outcome. However, to reach the truth, one must name a suspect and present proof. We don't actually have to present proof. We think it was Freeman? I think it was Ellery. So you believe Ellery to be the villain? What is... What were you do? Agatha targeting Bert. They were standing on exact diametrically opposite sides of the map literally the entire game. At no point did Silver make any attempts to even, like, move them towards each other. That, like... They deliberately put themselves... What? I don't think this is necessarily another, like, big hatchet to grind I have with the game in the same way there's, like, you know, the hideous imbalances, but... We still reached an impasse early on and had to give up. Maybe, I'm not sure. Nah. Well, Yagya stole the corny joke about hunger penalties I was about to make earlier, so, I guess I just have to be boring and say I guess the game is going to end now. I am going to go click through. It's quite possible that I already know who I want to raid. Oh, there's a decent few options open to us currently. But for the time being, I think... Yeah, no, I'll stick with my guns. We're going to be raiding Scuffle Deluxe again. Scuffle Deluxe is a card game themed VTuber. Currently playing Eternal card game, very educational. If you're interested in card games, feel free to ask him any questions that come up. He's very easy to talk to, very friendly. Even I can talk to him, and I sound like this. So, please be nice, please be polite, and please try to avoid killing anybody. As I see you when I next see you. Fare thee well, children. Remember, Sherlock is always watching you. But he's a good guy, so it's okay.